This is where you get the netherite,
right?
of course.
And so
Get the
then
netherite,
what
upgrade
they
it.
also did is they
You got the
put
new
a plant
campfires.
in one corner.
26 the
And
wart
what they saw
funguses.
through multiple experiences is that the light would hit the plant more often
Yeah,
than the other
we got some
corners without
stuff
a
from the
plant.
piglins
So
where you just give them
basically
one
what they were
gold block
saying
and
from this
they give you
experience is that
useful stuff
life
too.
itself
I mean one gold block. I mean one gold
does
ingot.
have some type of
Ingot.
control on reality. Like
Well, right now I gotta make some
has
stuff
some
for
type
my
of-
friend
And yo,
because he
it
died.
feels that way sometimes too, like when you gamble
And if you hear a
just shit
podcast in the
when there
background,
is,
my
like,
bad.
like things that are supposed to be random sometimes.
Banks, I was with you in Las Vegas. And you were there, and you were like putting fucking $100 and $20 on 00. If you guys don't know anything about like what is it called, roulette? There's all these different numbers. They're all red and black, but there's only two numbers that are green. There's 0 and 00. This fucking man, I watched him do this, like put it on the 0 and 00 and just win over and over. He won.
No, seriously though, listen, that's actually a perfect example. I totally forgot about us being in Vegas together and that happening, but that's true, and that's exactly what I was just talking about. And I had a little bit of strategy to it. Like I'll sit at the roulette tables, and there's obviously in Vegas there's fucking 50 of them, so I would just chill, camp out, sit, watch all the numbers, watch all the boards, and I'd wait until like one hadn't hit one of the green ones in a while. And honestly, that's not how odds work. You know what I mean? It's a fresh, brand new like thing every time. Like you should never look at that. Like that's there to like distract you and like give you a false sense of like.
Yeah, it's like if you're counting cards and shit, right? Like when they have the electronic dealing.
Well, counting cards is legitimate.
For sure.
Counting cards is a legitimate advantage.
When they start putting the electronic dealer, that's when you can't do it, right? But when they're, you know.
It's like that classic example in math class, like 4th grade math class, where you're learning about probability, and they say if you flip a coin 49 times and it's heads.
Well, this is a world.
49
I'm
times
just
later,
showing you. I'm not
odds,
gonna
the 50
fall out into this for a stream.
Right.
It's still
We got more
50,
episodes
you
of
know
that
what
from
I'm saying?
another video. We got
It's the
people.
same
Over
fucking
here we got the
shit.
portal.
So roulette is
We got storage
truly
rooms here.
random, but I was
Open this door.
smacking it. I was
Go
smacking
down
it.
But
here.
that's my point. That is my point.
Right
Your
here, gonna make a
mind,
farm.
Whatever you were
Wheat
doing,
farm,
you were
beef
so
farm on this
focused
side.
on that
Right now, I'm
I
gonna
feel like
make
you were somehow
something
manipulating the
that I
situation. You were
need.
manipulating
Then I'm gonna go
reality.
probably loot the
And
nether.
I very well could have just been
Real
lucky,
quick,
but my
or go
point
chill with the
in
piglin,
saying
because-
that, that's obviously an example. My point in saying that is we've all been there, right? We've all
forgot how to
felt
craft
That
that
moment of like
that
severe
feeling
luck.
of,
This
like,
new stuff.
I feel like I controlled
Respawn
it. Yeah.
anchor.
Or like when you're thinking about a song and it comes on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like people have that, you know? Like, man, I wish. Like, I really want to see this person. I haven't seen this person in a while. Or you're having a conversation about somebody that you haven't seen in a while, and then you see them that day, and it's weird. You know, like that's fucking crazy. I was just talking about you. You know. So your brain is tricking you into thinking like this
Right
happened
click.
a long time ago.
How do you explain the Mandela? Am I saying it right?
Well, up, guys, I must place some water down because I accidentally placed this. Now I need to go talk to another piglin. Let me get a bucket of water real quick.
It's not a real
Did I make anything?
Is that what it's called?
yes.
It's the Mandela effect, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's the false memory. Yeah.
Mandela. It's Mandela. It's just one of those things. It's a common, like, for whatever reason, there's certain things like that you would, like the Bernstein Bears. It's the Bernstein Bears or whatever. Like there's a bunch of common ones. Chick-fil-A. I remember that's one that I actually can like relate to because for the longest time I thought Chick-fil-A was spelled with just a K. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought it was C-H-I-K.
I'm pretty sure it was spelled like that for a while.
But it wasn't. No, it was. That's one of those Mandela things. It wasn't. It never was. There's no recorded,
Dude, what?
factual.
Yo, Banks, can you explain to the audience, like, what the Mandela effect is? Because, like, I want our viewers to understand.
Well, what we just talked about, right? It's like when
I'm just gonna put that just in case.
When a mass group of people can all agree that, like, something like, there's something that exists and has existed for a while that has always existed the way it does, but everyone for some reason seems to remember it existing as something else.
Oh my god, I shit my pants.
Muda, this is
Okay, I'm gonna keep this in my inventory.
Because me and Muda both experienced that.
I need
For
ghost.
whatever reason in our brains, are like I also for a fact I feel like I've seen a sign that says
I forgot how to
Chick-fil-A
craft a
with the
bowling
K.
fan. That's just sad.
visualizing it in my head right now. Like if I was
And I feel like I've had a conversation in my head internally when I first came across the franchise, being like, oh, it's spelled without a C. Oh, whatever. That's okay. You know what I mean? But for whatever reason, we think that we're like convinced that it used to be Chick-fil-A with a K, no C, but it actually from inception, since the fucking company's existed, since it's been a thing forever, since birth, it's been Chick-fil-A with the CK.
Here's another popular one, right? So, people believe that Sinbad, the comedian, was a genie in a movie called, I think it was called, what was it called? Shamu? Or something like that? And it never existed. Like, this movie never...
Shazam. Shamu is a movie about a whale.
Shazam was
Free Willy!
Shazam was Shaq.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, Shaq.
And his dad was like the kid's dad was like a record producer that was a total dick to me. I remember that movie. It was something.
But anyhow, look, I reached out...
Oh, it was Kazam. Kazam. Richard, my sound guy's correcting me. I fucking tried to be big brain for a second, and I got shit on too. It's not Shazam. Shazam is like that fucking, is like a music app.
Get fucked. Okay, so I reached out to the good doctor that is talking to the UFOs, Stephen Greer, and I asked him if he'd come on the podcast, and I think at some point we are going to have him on Mom's Basement. But...
oh, that's fire. Yeah, guys, let us know. Listen, I'll make a deal with you if we can get that guy on, because he sounds like a super interesting fucking Joe Rogan type of dude.
Yeah, he was on Joe Rogan.
Oh, that's fire. Fuck yeah. If we can get him on, I'll watch the movie. I'll watch it 6 times if I have to.
Well, no. What I want to do is I want to get all of us together, and a couple other YouTubers reached out to me, because I tweeted out the doc, and I said, you guys should watch this. It's pretty good. And a couple other YouTubers reached out to me, and I think what we should all do is we should all get together and try to meditate and summon in some UFOs. Like,
what, do you want to go to like Nevada and do this? Because I'd be down.
I feel like if I summoned UFOs with you, Keem, they would be bad UFOs. They'd be like...
I don't care. Let's bring the bad ones
What the hell is it on
the...
What if you're the reason why the entire planet is taken over by aliens and we're all fucking in shackles and cages and just enslaved?
I will go down in history as a legend.
No, not a legend.
You're the legend that sold our fucking planet out to reptiles?
You'd go down in history as the biggest fucking scumbag. Yeah, they would have to be reptilian, right? That only makes sense. Or bugs.
Ooh, not that. Can't play that.
Everybody was trying to lift him up. Everybody was there for him. That's the thing I can't fucking stand about that, man. I can't.
And so, anyhow, long story short, it got to a point where we were all convinced that Boogie was not trying, and Boogie didn't care, and Boogie wasn't listening to our advice, and he wasn't accepting our help after months of trying to help him. Even though he did publicly thank us for the help and all that,
Right.
it came to a point where like we believed that this was more of a cry for attention than actual help that would help him and help his career. So after that,
And some people are gonna hate you. Some people are gonna hate you for saying that, but it's something to consider.
but
sometimes,
that's just how it's the truth. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. Anyhow, there was a situation where
Damn it, I placed now.
DMs got leaked of H3H3 trying to contact iDubbbz and say, his video on me was great, and I really felt betrayed by that because fucking Boogie was DMing the wrong iDubbbz. He was DMing like a dummy account.
That was pretty fucking hilarious.
So in full transparency,
What a fucking bozo.
full transparency, I, being the fucking asshole I am, overreacted, and I was like, fuck you, Boogie, you're faking this shit, you just want attention. I was really hard on Boogie, right? And so we blocked each other, and that was it, right? So when the H3H3 video comes out, and he starts blaming me for Etika's death and all this crazy shit, Boogie, being a pure opportunist, starts putting out, well, he made fun of my mental health, and it was like, dude, it was such a shot to the face, because it was like, bro, I took fucking days out of my life to try to help this man, and now he's being an opportunist and trying to rub it in my face. So what I did is I called...
And listen, I can fully vouch for that. Like, I witnessed it, so...
Right.
You know what I mean?
So what I did is I called Boogie, and I explained to him, how his opportunist shit really hurt me. He explained to me how when I lashed out at him and said that he was just doing it for attention hurt him. We made peace. Me and him are cool now, and he deleted his tweets. But
What? See, that's the kind of shit that I hate on this platform, man, and it makes like collaboration with people so difficult, right? Like, this is sort of the thing. Like, if you ever like wonder, like, okay, the people I collaborate with are random, and like, so most of the people that I actually collaborate with are like, they're not even like YouTubers. They're just like friends at this point. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so much more easier that way, because I feel like when you work with like other YouTubers, like I would say a good 98% of other content creators on this platform are full fucking opportunists, right? There's only a few people that I've ever met who've been 100% like completely real with me. One of them is Keem, one of them is like, Critical, and people like that who have been 100% real with me. It's never been like, hey, this is like a business deal, this is like fucking, we only know each other because fuck, we're trying to leech. It's not like that.
Yeah.
You know what it
Guys,
comes
let
down
me
to,
do
though,
something
Muta?
real quick.
It's because, like, we just love this. Like, this YouTube shit is a part of our identity, right? You know what I mean? It's not just about money. It's about, like, Banks is one of my best friends on this platform because he is so fucking real and authentic, and, like, it's the same reason.
I appreciate
You know
that.
what I mean? Like...
Yeah, no, I feel you. No, listen, the thing is...
It's not always about money. It's about, like, this is our life. Like, what are we going to do with our life? We identify as YouTubers. Let's do stuff that makes the community better. Let's do stuff that entertains the fans. Or, you know what I mean? Like, there's other people that are here just for the business side of things and not about the culture side of things.
Exactly. The sad truth is that's why most people are here. And that the reason, the sad truth of it is... If somebody reaches a level of success, it's because they made certain moves. You know what I mean? It's not always enough to just be a really good creator. And sometimes, people take other ways.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have some Machiavellian shit on the backside for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's all you do, fuck.
The same is true for business. Like you guys are deep into this stuff. I know, Keem, you'll be able to identify with this, but it goes to like kind of the traditional business example of like. You ever fucking meet a guy with a shit ton of money and super successful and runs a business, but he's still super fucking cheap about how he spends his money.
Yeah,
He's still
I've
super
met
careful.
people like that, for real.
But for real though, that happens more often than not. You know what I mean? I thought the life of the rich and famous was like, fuck it, swipe my card, like I'm buying you something, I'm doing it, like, but that's really not how it is in the real world, and that's fine or whatever. But it just speaks to like how they got there in the first place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The best advice I can give you if you are striving to, be rich and possibly famous or something one day, like if that's your goal and you're going to work hard and you're...
Hey Google. Hey Google. Play podcast Mom's Basement.
Alright, here's Mom's Basement on Spotify.
And make that a reality, you gotta make sure you take time to live. Like, you have to live, you know what I mean?
That's why truly the most successful people on the planet are the people who can get there and who can reach that point of, like, quote unquote success.
Oh guys, I forgot. Okay, you people that don't know about Minecraft, I don't know how y'all know. Oh, they added emotes and they added things on console.
And the content or
so when I hold this button, I get all these things.
You can fucking find that sweet spot,
Chris
be
X,
comfortable,
claps.
make, you know, catch a fucking bag, and be
Pointing,
happy at the same time and really
waving.
live life like Keem said.
Well, it's not
That's
new. It's
success,
just
bro.
like they
That
finally
is
did
it.
it. For
There's a reason why there's billionaires who want to fucking kill themselves and people who have all this money and all this wealth who are incredibly unhappy, and it's because, as cliche as it is, money really isn't everything. It's really not.
Fuck no, it isn't. You're right, yeah.
I'd be fronting if I said money couldn't buy you happiness, because it really can to an extent.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it
Like,
can.
I like certain shit.
Corvettes are nice, you know.
I like going to fucking Miami. I like staying in a fucking penthouse with all my friends in Miami, blowing money, doing dumb shit, fucking hitting 11, throwing fucking $10,000 in the air. I like doing that shit. That shit makes me fucking happy. Honestly, yeah, going to Vegas,
Nico, ya vete a dormir.
destroying a hotel suite, being on TMZ, that shit makes me happy.
I fucking love you. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm sorry. I just had to.
No, it's cool, honestly. Like, we're keeping it real for a second. Like, people might be mad at me for saying that, but that's fucking funny. And that makes me fucking happy. And yeah, it sucks for a week after, because I'm like, fuck, I fucked up, and, like, could go to fucking jail, and it cost me fucking $70,000. But at the end of the day, that shit was legendary. That shit makes me happy.
I mean, bro, it's an experience, right? It's an experience is what it is.
Yeah.
That's why people fucking love you. That's why I love you, is because you're just fucking, you're that, dude.
Yo, just to touch on that, because I've actually never really spoken about it publicly. I'm glad you brought that up, because it happened before we started the show. But like, the whole story behind that and the TMZ, me being, I'm banned, by the way, for life from fucking pretty much from Vegas.
Oh no.
I don't know if I can really talk about it. And listen, guys, I'm gonna take a few steps back. That was a bad example. I'm not proud of that situation. I was kind of being funny. Like, that was stupid.
Oh, you're not proud, but that little laugh he has.
No, but listen. No, listen, I'll say this. I like to take the best things from the worst situations. Like, I like to try to do that just for my own fucking mental and my own sanity. So, I've taken from that, wow, that shit's kind of legendary, whatever, because I'm a sick fuck. I'm never doing that shit again. Anyways, I went there and I destroyed that room out of pure joy and having fun. Like, I wasn't mad. I wasn't going through some shit. Like, it wasn't something like, there was no drama. I got fucked up, and the truth of it is, I was with a bunch of my fucking friends, got fucked up. I accidentally, we were like dancing around in the room, being goofs, wrestling with our homies, just being stupid. I broke a vase and everyone paused and they were like, oh shit. Like, it kind of killed the vibe, and it's my room. So I broke the vase. I'm like, man, who cares? Fuck it. I picked it up, kicked it across the room, smashed over the wall, and everyone's like, what the fuck? And then I broke a couple other things, like whatever, like glass or whatever. And for whatever reason, I was just like hyping myself up. I threw a beer bottle at the window, those big glass panel windows.
Jesus Christ.
I threw a beer bottle at the window, and I fully expected, because, bro, those are heavy duty, you know what I mean? It's the whole wall of the room is that window.
Yeah.
You'd expect it to be like hurricane proof, like fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you know, like bulletproof.
we're 70 stories in the fucking air, like the whole wall is the window. So I'm thinking a measly fucking beer bottle, I'm gonna throw it at the window, the beer bottle's gonna explode. Wrong. I threw it at the window, and the whole...
No fucking way. No fucking way.
I threw it at the window, and the fucking whole window, bro. One beer bottle, the whole window, wall-size window, just spider webs. The entire thing.
Oh my
boom.
fucking god.
And that's where everyone was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, oh my god. And instantly I'm thinking like, oh, that's a lot of fucking money. Because you can't fix that from the inside. They had to bring a fucking crane there. Like, that's a big fucking, that cost me a lot of money, just that. So at that point, I'm like, well, at this point, fuck it. I fucking annihilated that room. Every part of it, I was ripping art off the walls. It was so stupid. And that was
You were like, man, do I go to Lamborghini tomorrow and buy a new car, or do I just fucking destroy this goddamn room?
so stupid. And yo, honestly, that's the part of it. That's the part of it that bums me out, because I'm not just some spoiled rich fuck. Like, I really did grow up with nothing, and that's the part that really, like, I struggled with right now. Like, I'm thinking about it, and I'm beating myself up about it. Bro, 70 racks. Like, I could have changed a whole family's life with that.
Yeah.
I could have fucking changed my own family's life with that. I could have, like, there are so many
We
things.
could hire, with that money, we could hire another clown to replace him when he doesn't show up.
But no, seriously though, like, obviously, like, business opportunity, like, it affected, 70 racks, I don't give a fuck who you are, that's a fat bag.
70 racks, that's a good amount of investment money.
But, like, if I was willing to just throw that away and just delete it from my account, you know what I mean, then I could have fed hungry people with that, and that is shitty.
Yeah.
That's whack of me. Like, you know what I mean? That part is truly whack. That's why I was taking steps back.
I know that, like, look, I mean, that was a wild...
Bro, it was legendary. I'm sorry, I have to finish. I had to escape on a private jet and shit. I woke up the next morning. I was like, bro, they're definitely all calling all the hotels trying to track me down. I had my boy get me a hotel room at the MGM under his name with his card, so I wasn't, like, connected to it. I fucking sat in this little dinky fucking room for 2 days stressing out, calling my lawyers, having everybody in the world calling me like, bro, you fucked up. Everyone's looking for you. Everyone's talking about you. I'm like, holy fuck. I didn't have any clothes, so I'm walking around the fucking MGM with, like, MGM Grand sweatpants on and a fucking sweatshirt on, eating fucking Fat Burger in the food court 3 times a fucking day, and then finally I'm like,
sunglasses on, hood over your head.
no, for real though, and I'm all by myself.
Yeah, like incognito mode.
Bro, and I'm not having fun. I'm in Vegas. I'm all by myself. I'm stressing the fuck out. And finally, I was like, all right, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I was ready, and because I wasn't about to go to, like, the regular mainstream airport, because I could just envision me trying to board a flight and then being like my name being flagged or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I could see that happening. So I was about to just get a fucking Uber. I was about to say, fuck it, I'm just gonna Uber back to LA. It's not that crazy. It's like fucking
What the hell?
I don't even, I'm gonna botch this, but like 5-6 hours.
Dude, I took a 7-hour Uber once, right? I was so sick of flights getting canceled. I was flying home from LA, and I stopped in Indianapolis, right? And all the flights got canceled, and I was not sleeping in the fucking airport, and I just wanted to go home. I fucking called an Uber to go all the way from Indianapolis to Buffalo, New York.
Wait, they actually accepted the fare? What the fuck?
That's ass.
It cost me $700.
Well, I mean, yeah, but, like,
yeah, I
Bro,
got
believe it or not, taxis and Ubers and stuff low-key love that shit. Because those trips, literally,
yeah, they do pay for, like, everything.
you get, like, I'm pretty sure, like, the way Uber, like, makes up for it, too, you get a premium on that shit. And especially during, like, Coachella, shit like that. Coachella's a bad example, but let's just say EDC Las Vegas, big festival in Vegas.
Is this the end?
Trips and the requests and stuff, and, like, the
Yo, what the fuck? It's in the water.
For sure. Like, the pricing goes, like, 3 times or whatever.
The surge, though, the surge and...
Oh
the
shit,
demand, you know? Like,
dude! I thought it was some temple. I was just swimming straight. I didn't know that.
Like, they'll just chill until...
Is that it?
You know what I mean? So those guys, you would think they'd be like, oh man, fuck.
Oh my god,
It's
it's in there.
Get somebody to be like down, but they're always down. They're like, fuck yeah, like they're stoked on it.
And honestly,
Yo,
like, you would
what
think
the
being in 7
hell?
hours in a car would be like horrible.
Dude, I thought it was like some new, something part of the new update, and then I was like, what? Like, and then I just looked, I'm like, oh, bro, this is some freaking Ender
I was
Dragon.
just doing the same exact shit I would normally do those 7 hours being awake. And I was so glad.
I'm like, I'm gonna turn this into a cool base, and then I just like, oh, this is a
You also
temple.
have somebody else driving for you, like, bro, I fucking hate long drives like that. Like, it gets to a point where I just can't.
Oh yeah, me too. We talked all about us. Let's talk about you, Muta. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I just like spilled the beans on one of the craziest things I've ever done in my life. What's one of the craziest, like, outrageous things you've ever done?
Me, the craziest outrageous thing?
Not to put you on the spot, but yeah.
Well, the craziest outrageous thing that I've ever done was one time this girl, like, fucking cheated on me, so we flew out all... Okay, this is like a great story, like a fucking amazing fucking story. So, like, this girl cheated on me, right? And this was like one of those things where I felt
Dude, I'm just looking down here, like, what's this? And they're just, I'm like, oh, wow, this is
Naturally.
pretty cool.
Naturally,
I
yeah.
didn't find out from her, right? I found out from the guy she was with for like 2 years ahead of time, right?
Oh,
so she,
no.
so
Yeah, but now I gotta
imagine,
get in
right,
without.
like, fucking
It's already
reach
blocked the
out
lava,
one
so I don't
morning,
know.
And then it's like your Facebook
I gotta put
Messenger's
new
just
lava.
blowing up, and the guy's just like fucking, hey. So, are you a fucking homewrecker or not? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean homewrecker, right? Now, this isn't like the first time this kind of shit's happened to me, but this is like, you know, the fucking second or third time it's happened. Anytime you have a relationship with someone, I highly urge everyone online to do a fucking criminal background check of the person you're with. No, like, I'm not like a full, like, when I hire people, I do full criminal background searches, everything. When I date people, I gotta go like that and then like 10 steps beyond, just to make sure that I don't got like a fucking baggage, you know, to deal with anymore. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm pissed, you know. So I'm just like, man, how do I fucking ruin this person? You know, like there's just this piece inside me that's so vindictive.
Wait, he messaged you. I hate. Sorry to cut you off, but he messaged you asking you if you were a homewrecker.
Yeah, like why the fuck am I with this girl, right? So I'm just
So
like,
she was like Caterino, like double dating you guys type shit.
no, she was with him for a while, and she was dating me for like a couple months at this point. So I'm just like,
There's literally no way for water to come in here. And it's,
so eventually, I'm like, oh no, it's all right, baby. I
What?
forgive you. I really don't. Like, I don't forgive this fucking bitch for whatever. So I decide, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's make up for it. Let's go to like, you know, let's fucking forget about all this. So I tell her, I'm like, you just book a flight there. So I book a flight to, all right? I get myself like a nice fucking place, you know. I think I end up spending like 30, 40 grand on this whole fucking endeavor, right? Like it's like a long vindictive type deal.
what?
So I'm over there, I get like a penthouse, like
This
fucking,
water is
romantic,
so
like,
confusing,
Valentine's Suite and
dude.
shit like that. And she comes over there, and we're over there for a couple hours. We talk about the future. I kind of like lead her on about it, and it's about like fucking 12 o'clock when I'm just like, so are you gonna fucking get the fuck out of here, or are we gonna have to contact like private security and shit and have you escorted out? And she's just like, fucking, what's going on? What are you doing to me? I'm like, you're gonna have to find your own fucking way back home to wherever the fuck you came from, and I'm gonna live my life and move on from where I'm at, because I'm out in for a week. So I'm gonna party, get drunk, fucking have orgies up the ass while you figure out how to get the fuck back. So she's like,
Bro, this water, dude.
Back. I'm like, do I look like a fucking ATM or what? I'm like, you figure it out. That's not my fucking problem. It's up to you.
That's fire. No, that's fire. That's justice. That's good. That's a good.
Because I was pissed off at her, and then like, you know, I ended up like fucking becoming friends with the guy later on too, and it's like, all right, you know, I made a new friend. She fucked off. She did her own thing.
Yo,
and it's over.
Bunty King, take notes. Don't be a cock.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yo, if you don't know this Bunty King dude, he used to be kind of popular, like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago.
I do know his name and his face, but I don't know too much about him.
Yeah, I don't want to get into his background because it's like a lot of political stuff, which I don't care about. But anyhow, he found out that this girl was cheating on him, right? And so he made a YouTube video like begging to take the girl back, saying that he would share the girl with the other guys. It was so embarrassing and so cringeworthy. Which, look, man, if that's your take, that's fine and everything, but like, it just was embarrassing. It was something very, very embarrassing. I can't.
Some classic fucking tier 1 simp cuck shit.
Yeah, when I saw that video, like, here's my thing. Like, I talked to Bunty King, you know, me and him are, like, pretty much fine about it. I actually, like, helped the guy out a little bit. I'm like, listen, you know, you gotta come back and make some content, fuck whatever everyone tells you kind of shit, you know what I mean? Like, kind of, like, you know, hype him up, because I feel like that was a smart thing to do. And, like, I want him to come back and make some fucking content. But when that cuck video came out, dude, that was, like... okay, like...
It's literally known as the cuck video, which, look, everyone can have their own opinions. Like, if you want to share a girl with another guy, that's totally up to you, but, like...
it's fucking stupid.
Dude, the internet did not accept that, right? They were calling the guy a cuck.
I mean, there's an IMDb page now.
Was she willing to, like, quote-unquote share him, too? Like, was he proposing for, like, an open relationship?
Hell no, she was done with him.
I think she was leading him on, too.
Because, honestly, I've run into people who have, like, open relationships, and I, low-key, I can see it, bro. Like, I don't really classify that on some cuck shit. If
What?
You're a dude, you got...
Why is there an infinite water? Oh my
It
god.
was to the point where he was bragging that he could eat pussy better than anyone known to man in the same video that he was saying he would share her. it was awkward. It was bad.
Well, clearly fucking not, homie, if that's the place you're at in life, but I don't know. What is your guys' take on that? You guys think it's the same shit? Like, under the same umbrella as just being a cuck?
Dude, I mean, 100% is being a cuck about it, you know? Like, just letting somebody else, like, fuck your girl at the same time.
No, I'm saying, like, listen, say you got your own thing going on, you love fucking bitches, but you got this main girl with and who occasionally, like, you sleep next to, and it's your fucking main ting, but you don't want to give up, like, all that other pussy.
Okay, but he was saying he loves her.
Yeah, it's like monogamous.
Yeah, no, I'm not challenging the fact that this dude's a cuck. Like, clearly this guy's a cuck. I was just asking you guys, like, whatever. I only say this because I recently met, not super recently, but around the Super Bowl, I met this couple, and this dude was just fucking hooking up with girls while his girl was there, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, this guy's kind of a fucking legend for this. And then we talked, and, like, I got to know them, and they were telling me all about, like, how they just fucking, like, it's just whatever, you know what I mean? Like, when they go out and shit, they have fun, and that's whatever. And they, like, fuck with each other a little bit further than just hooking up, but I don't know.
I think it's dependent, like, for a relationship, right? Like, I think it's just up to, like, what two people decide, but I mean, like, you know, when you get to, like...
Yeah.
I don't think it's being a cuck if you're, like, out there, you know, sort of doing your own thing while you're at it, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean, like, open, that's like, the idea of it, like, on both sides or whatever, I don't know. I don't think I could ever do that.
Yeah, I feel like relationships like that are more likely to get COVID-19 than others. That's all I'm going to say.
I think statistically, they definitely would be. Yes, you're not wrong.
At this stage, I'm just talking in a broad sense because I didn't look at that necessarily, or like my instant reaction to that wasn't like, wow, this dude's a fucking cuck, or wow, this girl's a fucking cuck. Like, it hit different, as opposed to, like, if I was like...
Right, but Bunty King, listen, don't take that girl back. You're gonna get COVID-19. Just drop it. It's...
You know, the thing is, like, I do follow him on Twitter and everything, and it's like, I gotta tell you, Bunty, like, you gotta just stop responding to a lot of people who, like, make videos about you and shit like that. Like, just... Because I see that on Twitter, dude. I see it all the time, and it's like when you feed into that shit...
He hates me. He hates my guts. I don't like him either. I feel like, because, long story short, like, him and Ricky were good friends, and he, like, went after Ricky and sent a bunch of hate to Ricky for no reason, and then he was caught, like...
Who, me?
No, Bunty King. He was caught, like, trying to, like... jump into DMs of, like, married women and stuff, and they exposed them. I mean, look, there's a lot of baggage around Bunty King. I just hope that, like, he can fix himself and fix his career and be a better person. Look, I mean, embarrassing stuff happens to everyone. You just gotta change for the better, and you can't always be on the defense, you know?
Yeah, no, you can't. But, like, wait, what? Pick on Ricky? Like, how do you pick on the disabled guy of, like, YouTube? That's also pretty fucked up.
Yeah, that's why people hate him. That's why people hate him. He went after Ricky Berwick.
Bro, and by the way, Ricky is a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a great kid. So I don't know.
My only interaction with Ricky, though, like, just on Ricky, my only interaction is he sent me a video of him sticking a cookie up his ass, so it's like...
Ew.
Oh, fuck, actually? Yo, dude, listen. He got owned. He got owned by the internet a couple years ago for, like, sticking cookies...
Listen, let's say his name, let's say his full name, because we haven't yet, and I just want, if people want to go look him up, Ricky Berwick. Berwick is who we're talking about right now.
A couple years ago, Ricky Berwick uploaded a Twitter video of him putting cookies in the crack of his bare ass, right?
He stuck it in. No, don't undersell it. He stuck it in a little more and then pulled it out, too.
And then he ate it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Ricky, why?
It just so you know, Ricky is a comedian, and his comedy is him being gross. So this isn't really that far off.
Not always though. Remember he did like a Keemstar impression? Didn't he do that one time?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, he's done it many times.
Bro, he's so funny, man. I don't know why he's sticking cookies up his ass, but
So what the
he's
fuck?
actually a funny kid. But the cookie up his ass, like, that sent out a different wave, and people were not cool with it, right? So he deleted the video, and he's never done shit like that since. But, like, I don't know, maybe like 3 months ago, he started uploading the video of the cooking his ass, and I jump in his DMs. I go, you delete that right now. Ricky, you know you're going to get hate. You're going to know people are going to not like you. Delete that right now. And he deleted it, to his credit, so just stop that, Ricky. It's just too gross. It's too raw.
Why are you sticking cookies up your ass, Ricky? Just
I love cookies. Don't put them in your butthole, dude. Stop.
My name is Ricky, bro. We share the same name. You can't be doing that.
Honestly, like, when you guys told me, like, I was blessed to not see the video and I asked for it, and he jumped on the gun to share that video.
Yo,
I gotta
what
say,
the
Ricky,
hell? The Enderman scared me.
Dude, it's so obvious he loves it, because as soon as I said, man, somebody's got to DM me the cookie video, I shit you not, seconds later, like, literally DEFCON, U.S. to the
Like he had it ready.
Dude, it's like U.S. to the Soviet Union hotline level shit, right? Like, don't worry, bro, I got you. Here's this cookie video.
He had it clipboard ready. That's so funny.
Dude, I opened the cookie video, and, like, so, full context, my brother's there with me, right? Like, we're just, like, sitting next to each other. Like, he's just, he's like, playing video games with his friends. He looks to the right, and he sees this, like, fucking disabled dude sticking a cookie up his ass. Like, this is why, like, Ricky, this is why me and my brother don't talk all that much, because this is the kind of shit that happens, and he's just like, you know what?
That's so funny.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. Yo, just so you guys know, I have to go. I have actually a meeting with YouTube to talk about my video that got flagged down with H3H3, so we're gonna have to.
That's fine. Alright, Muda, super fucking good talking to you, homie. Honestly, like the invitation.
No damage. Creepers are weak now.
Clown slacking. We'd love to have you on, take his place.
I would love to take it.
I wish we got to talk more, but Keem's bitch ass has to leave, so maybe we'll do a runner-up.
I gotta talk to YouTube. I'm gonna try to get H3H3 to delete it from the internet. I'm supporting deplatforming.
I don't know why I'm so stuck on this, but anytime we have a topic to talk about on the internet that's like internet related, if we need somebody to fill in or whatever, I think, guys, if you enjoy this and you want to see more episodes with Muda, let us know. I just feel like that could work. I feel like that could be dope.
I would love to be down.
Yeah, honestly, guys, make sure you are subbed to us, subscribe or follow or whatever it is right here on Spotify, because this is the only place where you're going to catch Mom's Basement, and we upload every single Wednesday.
I do want to say, too, before we leave, sorry, but thank you to everyone that subscribed. Thank you to everybody that keeps listening. We get fucking hounded. Well, obviously, we uploaded this one late. I've seen so many fucking tweets asking where the show is. The show is doing great. I think we just passed up David Dobrik's podcast on the charts. We're doing fucking big things on Mom's Basement. It's a great show. Clearly, it's going great. We all love doing it. I really, really, really appreciate the feedback. I'm sitting in my at-home studio right now with the fucking Mom's Basement side. Always wanted to do a podcast. Dream come true. This is one of the only things that is classified in my life as work that I'm truly having a blast doing. So thank you for everybody making that possible. Keem's super grateful too. I know he is. We do have to wrap up the show. He has to leave. Muda, would you like to say anything else or plug anything? You got a book coming out?
No, I have no book coming out. I'm actually illiterate. That's the new.
Well, Some Ordinary Gamers on YouTube has been crushing it, killing the game. Go look him up. I've been binge watching his videos. He has great content. Internet kid, true and true. Through and through. Is it through and through or true and true? Whatever, whatever. Peace the fuck out. We love you guys. See ya.
Hi, Mom. It's good to see you.
Oh, copyright. Oh, shit.
What's the difference between a
Got some Ender Pearls left over, don't I? Still need a few. I can go back to the Nether and get some stuff.
Some Ordinary Gamers, and Dr. Stephen Greer. Have I pronounced that correctly?
Yes, you have.
perfect.
If you guys watched last week's episode, we talked about a documentary that we that we all thoroughly enjoyed, and you know, to bring it down to a sentence, I guess, is there are people contacting UFOs and talking to them, and the UFOs are coming in, and they're making themselves shown. And we wanted to get Dr. Stephen Greer? Is it Greer?
Yep.
Am I saying it right? We want to get him on here to talk more about this because it's just mind-blowing. It's unbelievable. So how did this all start, Stephen?
Well, it actually started when I had a sighting of one of these objects when I was quite young and took an interest in this. I saw a UFO when I was about 8 or 9. And it was around the time my uncle was designing the lunar module, which is the machine that put the first man on the moon, Neil Armstrong. And so I took a huge interest in this, and then I learned about some classified projects that have been dealing with UFOs later, and began a research project in 1990, about 30 years ago, into the subject, and identified several hundred top secret military guys who had been working on this issue. And eventually, by the early 90s, I was doing briefings for the president and the CIA director on this. And it took me kind of out of my work as a emergency doctor, ER doctor, into sort of down the rabbit hole of very classified projects. But the heart and soul of what we always were doing was we had discovered that these interstellar civilizations, let's call them, that are from other star systems, are using really advanced technologies, kind of like what Elon Musk is working on with his Neuralink, where he's trying to develop a system where you can think to your computer and it switches is on or does something. He doesn't have that yet, but he's working on it. And we discovered that, in fact, these civilizations have technology similar to what, like a smartphone would look like, except they're phasing at the level of consciousness and thought. And a lot of people say, well, what is consciousness and thought? So this documentary, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, is an exploration of the entire subject of the secrecy around UFOs and why it's secret, but then pivots to how do we make contact with these civilizations and just bypass the dysfunction of our idiotic government.
Yeah, I feel like there were 3 distinct parts to the documentary. The first explores the kind of conspiracy relating to the government and also Hollywood, and then the second and third part kind of discusses how you've been allegedly contacting some of these extraterrestrials, you call them.
Well, they are, and everyone in the intelligence community knows this. I think the only people who are surprised by this, unfortunately, are the people who rely on getting their information from the mainstream media, which is consistently kept a lot of this secret at the request of the intelligence community. One of the people in this show is the constitutional attorney, Daniel Sheehan, who did the Pentagon Papers and Iran-Contra, a lot of big cases. And, he saw a document back in the 70s when he was representing the New York Times that listed 42 people who were on the payroll of the intelligence community, specifically the CIA, who were there to kill stories and not let information out. And I have personally witnessed this many times. So, unfortunately, this movie seems very visionary, but in reality, it's stuff that should have been known in the 50s and 60s.
Why do you think the government, like, what is the main reason why the government and the people in these special government programs that kind of went AWOL, as you suggested, why do they want to suppress this information? Like, what are they trying to protect?
Panic.
Well, it's been an ongoing debate since the 1950s about this, and it was Eisenhower who coined the term "beware the military-industrial complex." He was a 5-star general, World War II, and he had been shoved aside from these what are called unacknowledged special access projects. And so the first part of this documentary deals with that whole problem of these super secret projects. So the proper name, Trump uses deep state. Nobody calls it that. It's actually an unacknowledged special access project. And what happened is that he lost control. The Eisenhower presidency lost control of the oversight. And the reason for it was because Eisenhower wanted this information disclosed, and with it the technology. So let's pivot to that for just a second.
876.
These objects, if you look at what CNN's been running with our jets, Navy jets chasing this UFO off the coast of California, you know, I was just on Fox News talking about this a couple weeks ago. What those objects are, those are not using rockets or jet engines or gasoline, for God's sakes. They're using a whole new type of energy and physics, which, here's the good news for all your listeners. The solution to the energy problem, global warming, climate change, and world poverty already exists in a black box. The bad news is some of the most vicious fascists in the world are sitting on it and don't want it out. So if you were to say, let's say if the mainstream media and scientific community openly acknowledged this issue, within probably 6 months, there would be a release of the technologies that would terminate the oil industry and the coal industry and public utilities and jet engines and rockets. All of it is obsolete. So you're talking trillions, hundreds of trillions of dollars in assets. So it's really about money and power, not about what the truth is. And people, you have to wrap your mind around the magnitude. And people think a stupid cell phone,
You know I'm gonna play
smartphone
this.
is a disruptive
No!
technology.
Oh my god, I fucking left the game.
What have you. No, it isn't. The really disruptive technologies that have been kept secret would give us an entirely new civilization well within our lifetimes, even my lifetime, and I'm no spring chicken.
Obviously, in the first part of your documentary, you mentioned that the government was involved. We just briefly discussed that. Something that you brought to light that I hadn't heard of before was that some Hollywood movies, some people involved in that, were actively trying to suppress it. Particular movies like Alien and Mars Attacks, I believe you referenced, and trying to kind of fearmonger people into believing there's going to be a war against the this alien race or these alien races. I kind of got the impression that you were talking about multiple races in your documentary, not just one specific one. There's different ones. Have I got that right?
¿Qué te dije, güey?
Yeah, there are. And if you look at the documentary, you'll see some photographs of various ones. There's one that's in there from the Andromeda Galaxy,
¿quieres pelear conmigo?
and, that appeared at Joshua Tree National Park with us a few years ago. And then a couple years ago, we had an extraterrestrial being that appeared in our contact group.
I died again.
In the high desert of Arizona, outside Tucson.
716
That being is very different type of body and head and what have you. And interestingly, a beautiful story. There was a man on our team who had had a permanent hearing loss since he was in middle school, and this his ET healed him of his hearing loss. Subsequently that night, during an ongoing contact event, it's really quite a beautiful story. Ed Moen is his name, and I was there when that happened. And so what we've discovered is that these civilizations are kind of waiting for us to become half civilized, which of course we're not yet. But there's no evidence that they're hostile, but the way Hollywood and the government will spin stories, like when they released that footage from the Pentagon, it was like, oh my God, this is a national security threat. No, it isn't. Yeah.
Do you believe Hollywood is still doing that to this day?
Oh, sure. Yeah, because I personally know, I'm not going to name them, big time directors, their household names, you would know who they are, who have been encouraged to make movies that are very xenophobic, in other words, that portray this as a threat. And that is, if you look at the movie Independence Day, that's out of CIA Scripting 101, where they're trying to say, hey, let's unite the world against an alien threat. And if you go back and if you look at this documentary, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, you'll see that we use a clip from Ronald Reagan where he was at the United Nations saying, gee, wouldn't my job of creating unity in the world be easier if we had a common alien threat to unite against? So it's sort of this craziness, you know, that people think the only way we can become peaceful and united as a planet is to have another enemy out in space. It's insanity, really.
Wouldn't that kind of be counterinductive from if the government's doing that? Because, like, let's say that, like, you know, you got this advanced species, and obviously they are watching over us to an extent, waiting for us to become half civilized. Would they not take what we're making, you know, in our media as a form of threat? Like, would that not be like wouldn't that be counterproductive to what the government's doing?
Yeah, but you have to understand, they're classified. Look, when we say the government, you're not talking about the president and the Congress, or, you know, there's a member of your, the guy who used to be head of your Ministry of Defense in Canada, for example,
right,
who's on my team, Paul Hellyer, and he was never briefed on this subject. People have this very wrong idea that just because you're the president or the Secretary of Defense that you're going to be read into or briefed, and that just isn't the case. So we're talking about a very tightly controlled committee that has a certain agenda. One of it is to keep the technologies away from the public so that you keep the petrodollar and oil system going.
Right.
The other is to eventually roll out some kind of fake threat. Where they would basically create a false flag threat based on the UFO phenomenon. And, of course, that's also a staged event. Why? Because they would be able to unite people around a common enemy and expand the military-industrial control over society. And so these are people who are hardcore militarist, warmongers, fascists. And I'll just put it out there.
For our viewers, could you explain how exactly are you guys communicating with these aliens? How are you having, you know, this contact?
Well, we don't communicate with aliens. We communicate with extraterrestrial biological life form.
Yeah, that's the terminology.
Now, the reason I don't use alien is that that's a catch-all from things from other dimensions, weird stuff like Stranger Things, which was actually based on the Montauk Project, and all kinds of other phenomena. So I like to be I'm a doctor, so I like to be very precise. So I'm talking about ETs.
Okay.
And the way that we're doing that is we have a system where we're using lasers and electronic tones that we broadcast from an area where we're located, and then we're also using what the CIA used to call, or they still call it this, remote viewing, where we train people to go into quiet awareness and use their consciousness to see a remote place. We have that's really an interesting whole part of that documentary, Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, is that we have a man, Dr. Russell Targ, who's a laser physicist from Lockheed Aerospace, and he, for 23 years, worked for the CIA, training people and doing remote viewing, using the mind to see what was going on in the Soviet Union or in other countries, and gathering intelligence with consciousness. So that is something that most people say, is that real? I go, oh yeah, it's very real, and it's taken very seriously by the intelligence community. What I've done is take those techniques and turn them into a series of
I went from 30 levels to level 7. Wow.
Where we train people to see with their awareness a remote place, say out in space or wherever, and then make contact with those civilizations and then vector them in, like you're going to guide a jet into JFK Airport. So we show them visually where we're located with our mind. And we actually have an app, it's a training app out now that's on all the app stores, called the CE5 Contact app. And the CE5 Contact app actually takes you through the steps of developing the meditative capabilities, consciousness, the ability to remote view distant places, and then make contact. So we have now, I guess, around 100,000 people around the world doing this. And it's really resulting in some amazing events. If you look at the documentary, you'll see all kinds of video footage and events that have happened as a result of people practicing these techniques.
Hey, I hate to interrupt. I haven't said one thing. I just hopped in here. You guys are having a beautiful conversation. You guys are all. I love it. I'm going to just hop in real quick and just... I'm just curious as to your thoughts on this. This is kind of where I jump in, like, a little bit skeptical.
Sure.
You're talking about how, I guess there's multiple different people, groups of people across the planet, who, in various different countries, who are sitting on these 3 really huge secrets, right? What you're saying, this disruptive technology, fuel and energy, ETs visiting us, physically being here, and communicating with ETs. How on earth has this been a secret well kept for 70 plus years? How is that possible?
It hasn't.
I also want to I also want to add on.
Sure.
Can I just add on top of what he said there too? Because this is a great point that Banks just added. So you've got this information that's been hidden, and you've mentioned that there's intelligence committees that are working together, right? But my concern really comes down to if this information can really change the world, is it plausible to think that you've got all these countries that are sort of against each other? You know, you've got like Pakistan, India that don't get along. You've got the United States, Russia that don't work along. Add China to the mix. How can these countries be so politically different, but then when it comes to this technology, none of them are trying to outpace each other? Is there like a background arms race? Like, is this like a new Cold War that is also happening with this kind of technology?
That's a great point too, and especially if this technology could help, like, how is it possible that every single person has the same agenda, in the sense that they're putting money and all that before, like, just
they don't, and
the betterment of humanity?
Well, no, see, your question is predicated on a false idea, and that these sort of geopolitical boundaries matter. Russia, China, America. We are dealing with an unacknowledged special access project. Those guys are operating transnationally, but it's incredibly compartmentalized, very, very classified. So it isn't as if there's an enormous number of people at the top of governments and in all the different foreign ministries and state departments and what have you who know about this. I mean, the reason I'm in Washington now is that I routinely meet with people in our government that are not being told about this, who need to know. So let me give you an example so that your listeners kind of can nail this down to something rational. Some years ago, I was asked to do a briefing for the head of intelligence for the Joint Chiefs of Staff, J2. And what happened was that before the briefing, I went in there with astronaut Edgar Mitchell and a few other people to the Pentagon to do this briefing, and this admiral was the guy who puts the intelligence briefing together for the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States Pentagon, and he wanted to be informed about this. So I sent him a document, a few hundred pages of materials and top secret documents that was a modified version of what I'd provided to President Clinton. And the first document on there was a top secret document that had the project code names for a lot of these compartmented projects. And so he recognized one of them but didn't know what they did, so he contacted them. And he contacted that compartment and said, oh, this is Admiral Tom Wilson. I would like to be read into, or which is military speak for briefed, on this project. And the person at the other end said, oh, yes, sir, we know who you are. And he says, well, I'd like to have, to come in and have you guys brief me on this. They said, sir, you don't have a need to know. He says, I'm the head of intelligence for the Joint Chiefs of Staff, God damn it. How can I not have a need to know? And they said, okay, all right. And they said, let me finish this damn story. And they said, no, you are not going to be briefed on this, and they hung up on him. When he pushed on the issue, they threatened to take a star off of his lapel. So the idea that there's some sort of vast conspiracy with so many people involved in Pakistan or wherever else is just not true. The way that real secrets are maintained like this are highly compartmented, and they are hermetically sealed, even from people that you would think like in your government, wherever you are. If you're in Canada, I know one of your hosts is in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm in Toronto.
Yeah, that Minister of Defense, the whole time he was Minister of Defense, was never told about this. He found out about it from an American general decades later that had been on my team. So
now, where's my house?
This is a very complex issue, and it's not.
What's
your
up?
Civics lesson you took in high school.
I'm reading chat. I don't know. I'm reading
it. Just doesn't work that way.
Yeah, but if you guys are communicating directly with ET, right? Can't the ET help in some way to make this more known? Why?
Where's my base? That's the wood. Damn it! I did too good. I did too good at hiding my base. Where? Okay, the ravine's over here. The ravine's over there. And the cave's somewhere over here. which are probably past it, and it's probably right in front of you too.
Trying to grow will sub back.
I'll reach out a bit. Hold up, let me just do this real quick, man. I'm sorry. Let's see. Well, yeah, I'm trying to grow. Yeah, I've been grinding on the videos. You know, sometimes I don't have free time, but sometimes I do. I keep doing it. You know? Oh my god, I think my house is over there.
I feel you.
Yeah, it's a really tough thing, you know, since you're the low level YouTube, so like you mostly probably don't get attention. So you just keep making videos, keep going, learn from those mistakes, make new parts of it, fix that. I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this. My friend, sometimes I do videos. Mostly I do live streams because right now I have a PS4. Can't afford a PC, you know. So I just do it from my PlayStation. So I send my clips from my USB, send it to my friend. My friend edits for me. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, you gotta keep doing it, keep getting people's attentions until you pop up in the recommendation, you know. Ooh, I need that. This goes over here. Let's see.
Can you subscribe to my channel?
Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. What's your name? Team No. Just type it. Let me just type it. Hold up. Teen No. Yeah, you're welcome, bro. I got you. Teen No. L X.
That statement is very much more true than it would be 1940. Because with all the cameras and information sharing, I would say it's worse now. But okay, so that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, to back things up on that. Let him explain. Well, I mean, it doesn't make
Team No Low, yeah, that's what I put in. But I can't find your channel. Where's it at?
CI Director Bill Colby. He was CI Director for Ford and Nixon. In his
Team
later years,
No Low.
he was going to defect from this committee and hand over to my group an operational technology that would run your city without any pollution and some funds to get it out. The week he was going to meet with another like Ford, he was found floating south of Washington, D.C.
Your sting isn't popping out of my results. That's weird.
Fortnite montages.
Oh, let me put that.
They damn well can. And I have people in my team who have died trying to get this stuff out. So it's not like keeping a blowjob secret in the White House. This is something that the force of the folks who can, in the enforcement of secrecy, literally lethal force is used. So the people who are involved in these kind of projects,
Why is your name popping up? That's weird. Should be popping out. Cause I wanted to click it from my chat, you know. I don't want to let me click it from the chat.
So the idea that this is the same as, a tawdry affair leaking out to the media that becomes a salacious story, and that this is the same.
Yeah, I'm not getting results for some reason.
I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm not
Hold up, man. I'm trying to see how to do this real quick, because it's not popping. Your name's not popping up on my research, my search bar. It's showing me some music. Team. No. So weird. I'm not getting that. Michael, can I see your tablet real quick? Team. NLXB.
Video hosting websites from Japan, Pakistan, or Russia, or Africa, or multiple countries that have video hosting websites are also thoroughly censored, just like Google. I would assume that all of them are working together to censor the same information. You know, if you go to like Dailymotion, which is a French-hosted website,
Hold up. I'm getting no loves channels. Trying to find yours. That's not yours. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
Image and video sharing websites, and to suggest that they are.
Oh wait, I think I found it. Yes, I found it. Did I like it? Okay, I liked it. I like your video. There you go, man. I subscribe to you. Time is it? Gotta go work out tomorrow. 2:48. Okay, I can finish in a bit. No, not going to there. Lady plays rods. I got enough. Okay, I got TNT.
Bet thanks.
You're welcome, bro. I got you. I got you.
I'm going to tell my friends to run your numbers.
Thanks, man.
Up.
That's good help. Thanks. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm gonna make this door right here. Oh, I made 6 doors. Damn it. I need one. Okay. Start. Boom. Okay, this we can keep like this. This water will go here. Dirt. Dirt, water. Okay. Okay. Oops. Oh man. I'm gonna have this problem again. Probably not do this again. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my fence. I don't even need this fence actually. Gotta swim up. See.
Hey, sup in here from Milksville.
What's up? What's up, man? Let me read the comment real quick because I couldn't hear that well. Let me read it, guys. Let me read it, my G. Do. Oops. Wrong button. Let's see. Hey, sup. Oh, yeah. What's up, man?
My friend's her.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I subbed and I like Minecraft too.
Thank you. Yeah, Minecraft's a pretty fun game. Plus the update, I'm about to make the nether update It made it more life, you know. There's more stuff in the nether now, more mobs, more stuff to craft with. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. And right now I'm just working on getting some stuff ready, and then try to fight the Ender Dragon.
I haven't seen the Nether update.
Oh, I got you. Let me just put some of my stuff up.
I'm gonna play tomorrow.
Let's see. Let me put some stuff up and I'll show you. It's pretty cool that any biomes on it. I'm gonna put stuff in here. Sorry for that. It kind of makes me mad, but he's gonna put it in here for now. Take that with me. Take this with me. Uh-oh. My internet connection is going bad. That's bad. Okay. I need a respawn anchor. The respawn anchor is just when I die, I just respawn again.
Hey, is netherite in the game?
Oh yeah. Yeah, netherite's in the game. It's just pretty hard to find. I can barely find. I haven't even found a piece yet. Well, see here. This is one of the new biomes right here. You know, I'll put it in peaceful so you can see this without me getting murdered. We're gonna continue to peaceful. Right there, those mobs. I don't know. You can ride those mobs actually. You get a fishing rod and there's a specific blue mushroom, and you get a cycle. You can ride those into the lava. Pretty cool.
Whoa, that's cool.
Then we go up here. This is one of the biomes. There's more biomes. There's the blue one, the one with the blue fire. I'm gonna fix this bridge later. Oof. Here's one of the other biomes. Here's with the blue fire right here. Let me find a way to come down here. Oh, okay. Oh, forgot to show you something. Well, there's a block that if you put it on the compass, basically it's like a little magnet. So when you're walking away from it, it leads you back to that same block you marked it with. So it's like a little checkpoint where you can come back to it. Now, where did I come from? I remember falling from somewhere. Well, there's pretty cool stuff here. There's another one where there's piglins, right? The new pigs. You can trade gold with them. You give them gold, they give you something. Like they'll be like.
You have really good vibes.
Yeah, I'm a pretty fun person. I vibe a lot, you know. It's just the only time I don't vibe is when people are just like, I don't know, when people are just rude to me. But I'm pretty cool most of the time.
Minecraft will be so fun because everybody will wanna get to the Nether in survival.
Yeah, me and my friend, my other friend, I stream with him. We're just gonna do like nether survivor only, so we're just gonna try to survive in the nether. But that means like we gotta get diamond pickaxes first and then get it. Like I literally in this world, I literally did this in one day. Like I literally got all my diamond tools, everything. I got this in one day. I built the base. Like you gotta grind a bit. Right here, I hate this biome a little bit because the slimes spawn here a lot. That's why I put it on peaceful a little bit. The mobs spawn and they try to the magma slimes. They keep trying to push you into the lava and shit, and it gets annoying. Let's see, what was my way? Oh, that way. Let me see. Let's go this way. Nope, wrong way. My bad. Up here. This is one of the biomes. I think this might be one of the common biomes.
It's fun to have nice live stream chats with small YouTubers like you.
Yeah, it's calm, you know. When I get viewers, yeah, I talk to them. You know, it's just little by little viewers. You gotta talk with it. Oh, here, look. Here's a piglin. Piglins, they're not violent. There's a dungeon where oh, what is this? Oh, it's real stuff. There's a dungeon where there's piglins, and if you take their chest, because sometimes if you steal from their chest, they'll get mad, and then they'll attack you. This is for one of my stuff. So yeah, this is mine. All you have to do is for the piglin. All you have to do is give him gold. I don't know what he does with it. He just analyzes it. But I don't know. Why you wanna do it right now? Come on, man. You don't want gold? You want gold? Yeah. Sometimes he gives he gives pretty good stuff. He gives me obsidian.
You will make it one day, no cap.
Yep, you just gotta stay on that work. You gotta keep working. Well, basically, the piggins are pretty easy. These guys, you don't really have to take them. Same thing as pigmen.
I hope you grow big on YouTube.
Yeah. You too, man. You gotta keep working on your dreams. Let's see, what you gonna give? Ooh, that's what I needed. Actually, that's what I need. Now I needed some glowstone. Oh, and there's gold nuggets now instead.
I also have 30 subs.
I can subscribe to you. I got you. Well, right now you see that there's quartz, right? And then there's mines too, where you can mine gold ingots here. Let me see if I can find one here. You know what? Let's see if we can strip mining. Let's see. It's kind of dangerous, but let's see. Let's see if we can find ourselves some gold ingots here. Uh-oh. I'm not finding gold ingots. Man, I just find some random netherite. That'd be crazy.
I'm now gonna tell my friends about this channel.
Thanks, man. That's a lot of respect right there. Oh, look. There it is right there. Oof. Okay. You see, these are new. They just added them. And they're pretty easy. They're pretty helpful. It's just a bunch of gold ingots. You know? Gold nuggets. My bad. I just call it gold ingots because I get confused with them. I use them to turn into gold bars. Help me make enchanted golden apple. I can. And me and my friend, it's just me and my friend. We only
It already looks like you have good content.
Yeah. It's just I usually need to get it on the recommendations, you know, get that good content. You just gotta be patient. You don't have to like force it, you know. It's all about patience. Let's see what we can get out of this biome right here. Trying to find the red biome.
You're teaching me about all this new stuff and glad he told me about you.
Yeah, thanks to your friend and you're welcome. It's pretty cool stuff. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that red biome. I'm trying to show you that biome that I just passed by. Maybe I think I passed it. Oh, there's also piglin dungeons. There's dungeons for the new pigs. I think I think I did pass it. Yeah, I passed it. I'm supposed to go the opposite direction. Let me see if I can find the opposite way. Let's hope I didn't get lost. Let's see. Is this where I found the pig? Yes, this is where I found Mr. Pig. Let's see what it gives us. Analyze that gold. Is 100% pure. Let's see what you give me. Oh, 14 quartz. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Okay, let's see if we can find a way to find that biome. That other biome I'm trying to show you. Let's see. If I remember.
Hey, could you add me on Fortnite?
Yeah. Let's see. My Epic Games. I think you can find my other videos. You can just add me on Epic Games right there. Or just type in. It's basically the name I have right here. My YouTube name. It's basically that, but the
I
want
name. To stay in touch.
Yeah, that's cool. But my Fortnite name is basically just my YouTube name. It's just the numbers are together, not like separated. Let's see if I can find this biome.
Yo, bro, you got an IG trying to get a Caleb.
Yeah, hold on, let me see. I'll type in my Instagram in the comment section, because it's kind of confusing. You can go on the YouTube and put it in there. Okay, hold up, let me see if I can get to this red biome real quick. Let's see. Okay, we go to
Collab.
this. Yeah, I'll see. One of these days. I think my friends could be cool with that. I got 3. I got 2 squad friends. One plays on Xbox, the other one plays on PC and PlayStation. They're both pretty good at Fortnite too. Let's see if I can find this biome because I can't seem to find it now. I'm able to find it right now, but like when I'm trying to show it to somebody, it won't let me find it. Come on, man, let me find you biome. Right now, this probably is gonna be the only video I'm gonna do on this world. Like, I don't know, just because of the new netherite. Oh yeah, this is the weird guys right here. You can ride them on the lava. But the other Minecraft world is
If I leave stream, it's because I'm tired.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm about to end the stream too. You know, I'm tired. And I gotta go work out tomorrow at 4, so probably gonna end the stream in a bit, you know? Like at 3, maybe like at 3:10. Because it's 3:02 where I'm at. Well, at least let me put my Instagram in my live section. Let me go to my live real quick and just type.
Same, it's 4:02 a.m. for me.
Ah, so you're 1 hour ahead of me. Let's type in my Instagram name. There you go.
Chucho Benito.
Ooh, glowstone. Perfect. Just what I needed. No, this glowstone right here. Oh. Yeah, let's see. Alright, plate this down. Let's hope it doesn't blow up on me. You put glowstone in it. Which is pretty confusing because I haven't used it before. But I don't have my research on it. Basically what this does, it helps you when you die, you'll basically just respawn again. So that's
Haha, that's a funny Insta name. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's a funny Insta name. It's just my nickname. My soccer name? I play soccer, so it's what I use for soccer. It's basically a soccer player name. It's just that I just changed it to my last name. They used to call me that because my defense was the same as his. And here we got the dungeon. Let me see if I can find another way to go to it. Oh, the red biome should be that way, because I remember here. Okay, let me just get some of this gold ingots. Nuggets. Some of the pigs can be hostile. I don't know why they're hostile, because I don't do nothing to them.
Go in dungeon, please.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just trying to find a safe way to go in it, so I don't die. The dungeon's like a ruins dungeon, but it has pretty good loot sometimes. Let me just put some of this block down, make a staircase for me. It looks like ruins. I like it though. It's pretty good. Let's see if we can find ourselves some loot. Oh, will you look at that? We found some loot, guys. See if I can find any piglins around here. There's usually piglins hanging around here, but we took out most. Oh damn, we took out most of them.
Santa request. Wow.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see what you got. Chains, obsidian, arrows. Actually, I need arrows actually for my bow.
You are pretty big on IG.
Yeah, just me. I think I barely have a few posts on it, but I used to have a lot of posts in it. I was gonna start posting again. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Like, let me go show you the red biome. Let me go here. Wait, hold up.
You should tell your Insta to sub.
Yeah. I got another account, but that account's a lot smaller. I just made that one. That's just my workout account. But I might put my channel on the link and then put it on my story. Here, I was here before. There's like 8 or 4 gold blocks out there. There's more stuff. Oh, wait, look at that.
Just remember us when you're famous.
Yeah, I got you, bro. I remember you. I remember you.
Famous.
I mean, like, this is the guy who helped me get up there. Let's see. What are you gonna give me for that gold? What you give me? I don't even know what you gave me. Did you give me this crossbow? Oh no! Oh, rest in peace.
Just keep believing.
Yes, that's always motivation. You gotta have your own motivation. You're like, you got this. I know I can do this,
and don't give it.
Yeah, just don't give up. You know, it's gonna be hard. There's gonna be a lot of things you're gonna have to go through. It's a lot of hard things, but then like everything's gonna.
By the way, I like your cave base outside Nether.
Oh yeah, me and my friend decided to make a ruin, like more of a ruin base, because we usually make modern houses. In my other world, it's a modern house. Let me see. Let's get up here and show you this red biome right here. Then
How did we just miss those 2 chests in the dungeon?
I don't know. I haven't went down yet completely because I was close to dying. So like me and my friend were like, oh, maybe we should just fall back a bit because we're about to die, and we didn't have health potions. So like we're just gonna fall back for a bit. I'm surprised we missed those 2 big chests though. Now let's see. Okay, we came from here. Now we gotta go back up here. Uh-oh, did I get lost already? Nah. I better get lost. Okay, I remember. Go up here. Yeah, sometimes I get lost.
Is
easily.
Reaper your friend that you played with?
Yeah, Reaper. I play with Reaper. That's the one I played with. I play with him a lot. I met him in Minecraft too. It was when they released that update, that small update for Hunger Games and stuff. So me and him just met randomly while we were playing Hunger Games, and we chose the same skin, and then we just started playing around. I sent him a friend request. He sent me a party invite, and then we just started playing from there on. He's a pretty cool friend. He's cool. He sometimes complains how sometimes he can't be good at a game. But you just gotta keep motivating your friends. Even though like they say they're not good at a game. I'm like, nah, you just gotta keep going on it. I know sometimes it's different for other people, like they don't get good at a game that fast. But like you'll get good at it. Like, he tells me, nah, you're good at almost at every game. It's not you're good at almost at every game. It's like you gotta just
sent you a request on IG.
Yeah.
Reaper1802 I subbed.
Nice. I got you. There you go. Now, where was this red biome? Okay, here's a dungeon. Let's see. We go this way. Yeah, here we go. Here's the red biome. These guys, they're neutral sometimes. This is the food source here. This is what drops the pork chop here. Pretty cool trees, netherwort trees. There's our cobblestone. There's another biome that's it's a blue forest, and then there's one where it's just like fossils and blue flyers, and it's just like soul sand over there.
He had no idea I typed in the chat.
What's up, Joey? I'm surprised you're still awake. I left your diamond armor in the chest too. Oh shit. I'm about to go to sleep too. Joey, tomorrow we can play at 5. I'm gonna work out at 4 for an hour. You know. Let's see, what else was I gonna do?
Damn, I'm getting tired. Okay, thanks, LOL.
Well, the other person, I'm gonna show the other person the other world. That's Reaper. That's Reaper too, by the way.
Hey, your friend left stream.
Yeah. He's always on my streams too. He watches most of my streams sometimes. You know, he's always there. When I'm streaming, he watches it and he's like, then he joins me later. We both start streaming. Let's see. Yeah, I lost my world because sometimes I step on my cable on accident and my world corrupts because I never backed it up. But I make sure to back it up now. Every time. Here I killed the Ender Dragon, but like, I don't know why, but XP. Oh no! Oh no!